everyone, it's Matt from Pixelade. Welcome back to the channel. I guess I've kind of just been on a little break from YouTube. It's just been so crazy all summer, literally since high school years. It has just been non-stop. I've barely had a day off, and for the past week, I've kind of just been chilling and unwinding and relaxing. And don't worry, LPs and stuff will continue. I just need a breather. I just need a break. Plus, the game is bugged out to literal HE double hockey sticks right now. It's kind of crazy, and it's quite sad because we've been having these issues for a long time and things just keep getting worse and worse, and I just have been needing some time away. But I am back now because we have some Paralives news, some brand new information about Paralives. We also have a brand new video clip in a post that was actually published mid-July on Patreon, and that was private for the patrons. Now it's actually going to be public for everybody. So this is about the user interface and the user interface sounds. Now they have published a 30-second video clip, which I will blow up to full screen and we'll watch it react to right now. Wow, that is cool. Okay, so showing some of the sound design and sound work, the shuffling of the cards, the squeezing of the scissors to get some of those user interface sounds. That is really cool. Oh my gosh, I love that. Is that Alex? I want to know if that's Alex in that video clip or if that's someone else that's working on some of this sound design stuff. But wow, just looking at this, guys, it looks so cool. I'm so excited. I can't even tell you how excited I am for this. And I know it's gonna be a while until they release it. Trust me, I'm aware. It's probably gonna be another couple of years. And honestly, I don't blame them. They're working slowly. They do have a smaller team. They're taking their time, and that just means that they're going to give us a product, A, that they're proud of, and B, that everyone's going to love. So I'm all for that. All right, let's keep going. So that was the change color swatch. This is put on a piece of clothing. Oh my gosh, the dropping the towel. And look at the dog. Oh my gosh. I love this. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's definitely the way to go. Yeah, they definitely could have maybe bought or purchased licenses to, use other sound effects or other sound clips that other, studios or engineers have created and designed. But they decided to go their own route and create their own, which is just gonna give it a unique experience. And I'm all for that. Definitely would rather them go that route than any other route, to be honest. So let's jump into this article here. We have making UI sound effects. Hey everyone, Andre here, hoping that you've had an awesome week. Up until now, I've talked to you about music in Paralives, such as how we produce some demos to test the musical direction of the game. If you want to check that out, here's the link to that Patreon post. But today we're gonna give things a little twist and talk instead about UI sound effects. What are they? How do we make them? What's up with that puppy? All your questions will be answered. This post is for patrons only, so please don't share it. Thank you. In the above video, you just saw part of our Paramaker showcase video with clips of me recording the sounds you hear on the screen. So we've already seen that video. I've already covered that previously, but this one's just a little bit different because it's kind of showing the behind the scenes with the sound design stuff and all of that. The rest of the audio from the gameplay is muted. The sound showcase are a tiny bit edited and were the simplest ones production-wise to show in this post. The rest are too edited or processed with effects. The little pup next to me at the end of the video is Kurama, being curious as usual. So without further ado, let's talk sound. So what's a UI sound effect? As the name implies, a UI sound is basically just audio triggered when the player performs an action in the user interface. Let's say you're in the Paramaker, then push a button to create a new para and hear a beautiful boop sound. This lets you know that you did something and rewards your action. Before starting to make them, we gotta keep in mind many things such as the layout of the UI, which options are more important, the duration of the sound effect. Most UI sounds tend to be very short, among other things. Definitely very important factors. I definitely don't think UI sound effects should be very long. It should be quick, simple, to the point, and on to the next thing. You shouldn't click something and then have a 10-second sound. I feel like that would just get a little annoying after a while. So based on what we've heard in this video clip and just what we've heard so far with what they've demoed, I think that they've done a really good job with the UI sounds. So how do we record them? There are many ways to design a sound effect, but it all comes down to two types of approaches: synthesis using digital sources and Foley using real life sources. In Paralives, we decided to go with Foley to have that cozy organic character. Believe it or not, the way I come up with all these sounds is by finding as much junk as I can around my house or at the dollar store, banging it together in all possible ways and making sense of the chaos I created. I could use anything from musical instruments, toys, clothes, cosmetics, kitchen tools, food, trash, furniture, myself, basically anything. In my experience, the cheapest junk makes the best UI sounds, and it truly does. I'm into music production. I write and compose and produce my own music for fun on the side. I used to publish it, but I don't publish it anymore. I kind of just do it for fun on the side. And that's part of how I create my music, is I record and incorporate random sounds into it. Like sometimes I'll use an 808 kick or some other stuff that's stock within a pack or something, you know, in a VST. But also sometimes I create my own sounds and I create my own kick drum and I sample it through my microphone. I do tweak it and edit it and EQ it and add all kinds of different effects and layers to it to kind of, you know, change it around. But I still record all of that stuff like myself from objects that I have in my own room. So it's like doing that, it just makes it personable and unique. I'm very happy that they chose to go this route. So how do we polish them? After hours and hours of recording comes the part where I'll re-listen to all of the tracks to find the best sounds for what I'm looking for. I tend to look for sounds that have potential to complement a specific game functionality rather than something that sounds like a finished product. Then I edit those sounds, trim, fade, change pitch, and process them with effects, equalization, compression, ring shifting, etc. And voila, on average, I actually end up using only 3 to 5% of all the sounds I've recorded. Here's a screenshot of the Logic Pro project displaying all the sounds I've made for the Paramaker so far. So this is in Logic Pro. Like, that's the good stuff. But yeah, there is a lot going on in this project. Wow. Each small colored rectangle is an individual sound. There's around 2,100-ish of them here, but some of them are repeated. So there's a lot of work going into this, guys. And you gotta remember, they're a small team. Like, this is just insane. Like, they are working so hard. Definitely go support them on Patreon, guys. Overall, it's a super fun but very weird process recording all these little sound effects. You can get so creative with literal junk and it can sound amazing. And this only encompasses one type of sound in just one single game mode. Imagine for the rest of the game. I'll be needing a wider screen for the next screenshot. I'm curious to know, what part of the sound design are you mostly looking forward to in this game? Did you like one sound specifically? What kind of sound do you think will fit the cozy world of Paralives best? Thanks y'all for the love and support. It really means tons. Have a cozy and warm weekend, Andre. Okay, so obviously we know who it is that wrote this post now because it was mentioned at the beginning and at the end, but I just thought that this was so cool. Foley, guys, that's awesome. I don't know if you guys have actually seen Foley or Foley. Everyone says it a different way, but I don't know if you guys have ever seen Foley work for movies. Like, you know, when you're watching a movie and they're like walking through the sand and you're hearing that shrish, 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 shrish. Most of that's not even recorded live, like from the actors while they're on set. That's all Foley that's done in post. Normally there's a Foley team and they actually like mic up people or actors walking through things or making different sounds, and then they put them into the movie in post-production after it's been filmed. And the way that that's done, it's such a cool and interesting process. Like, if you guys have ever like seen that, it's so neat the way it works. But that's all that I have for you guys today. I love these Paralives updates. I hope we get more of these more often, but let me know what you guys are thinking so far about the sounds and the music and stuff from the game so far and everything that we know. But I love you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. So long and happy simming. Want to get to know me more? I'm sharing a more personal look into my life behind the scenes over on Patreon. You'll have access to lifestyle videos, mukbangs, and all sorts of other fun vlogs, as well as have your name featured at the end of videos like the one you just finished watching, as my way of saying thank you for supporting me a little extra. If you aren't already over there, I hope to see you soon.